Hello and welcome to the Delta Analysis video. Today's Delta Electivire, which is a rock and dragon type, which is honestly defensively pretty bad. Basically, rock type sucks defensively. I think rock is like 5 weaknesses. Uh, 2 of them are neutralized by dragon, but dragon also adds 2 more weaknesses. So like it has like no, how many weaknesses? This thing has like 6 weaknesses, which I will come back later because it's relevant. But yeah, basically, the typing defensively is not great, but offensively it's decent. It's pretty good. Rock offensively is very good. Often gets access to crowd type moves, which this thing may or may not get access to, which is good in combination with rock type moves. Dragon, generally speaking, is pretty decent. Only has like 2 resists, so like that's fine. You can deal with those, hopefully. And yeah, okay. Offensively, it's pretty good. Defensively, it's actually garbage, but you honestly don't care that much. So yeah. Going into its stats. Defensively, it's not great. You don't know. Electivire is not known for its good defenses. 75 HP, 67 defenses, 85 speed depth. It's okay. Especially it's like okay, but physically it's just not great at all. But offensively, it definitely has some potential. 123 attacks, pretty high. It's not phenomenal, but it's pretty high. 95 special attack and 95 speed is both. Speed is like a bit disappointing, but the special attack also a bit disappointing. Which you definitely can work with both of those. Especially this thing can definitely it can do some things with its speed specifically. Because if you look at its abilities, it gets Shadow Dance and Sturdy. Shadow Dance means that it has doubled speed in Darkness, New Moon, however you want to call it. Darkness, I think, is the official term. So yeah, this is Weathermon, which is always good. Usually that's a good thing. Also gets Sturdy. Sturdy is viable, but Shadow Dance is definitely the more fun ability. Although I have a specific Sturdy set that is actually pretty good. In my opinion. I've seen it work multiple times. I'm not sure, but I think it has put in like a ton of work in Speed Tours. Not recently, but like one of the first ones. It did it a lot of work. But yeah, Sturdy means it lifts any hit on 1 HP if it is full HP. Shadow Dance boosts speed in darkness, and that's pretty good abilities overall. Like you have nothing to complain about with these abilities. It gets a lot of relevant moves. This might be very small. I'm not sure. Even for me, it's like kind of small. Curse, Dragon Dance, Horn Claws, Rock Polish, Sword Dance for setup. Curse. It's not the greatest setup move because you have so many better options, but it boosts defense. It's the only one that really boosts defense, and you get like body press, so that you could do that in like synergy, but it lowers your speed and it's not really worth it. Dragon Dance boosts your attack and speed by 1 each stage, but I think it's a little too slow on this thing. If I'm being honest, it's a little too slow as a setup move. Like you have a more aggressive setup available on this thing. Home Claws, I'll get back to Home Claws later, boost your attack and accuracy by 1 stage. Rock Polish boosts your speed by 2 stages, and Sword Dance boosts your attack by 2 stages. Rock Polish and Sword Dance both very viable moves. Sword Dance, Rock Polish is like Dragon Dance, but like one-sided and like better, like more aggressive. Tailwind boosts your team speed by 2 stages for a couple turns, but it's generally not as good as Rock Polish. Like you need to like pivot around to something else that can boost speed itself, or like doesn't want to waste a turn boosting. It's really like awkward, and I don't like it that much. Taunt prevents things from doing like passive moves, recovery, hazards, setup, whatever they want to do. Taunt Roar phases out your opponent if they like set up too much, or like you don't really want to deal with them anymore, or you just want to like get hazard damage up, because this thing does have hazards, which you could. I didn't really make a hazard. I could have made a hazard set like Baby Skarmory, but like I didn't. Roost for recovery. For some reason, it gets Roost for recovery. I'm not sure either. it gets it though, so I might as well take advantage of it, right? Knockoff to get rid of items. Spike Stealth Rock for hazards. It's good for hazards. Sucker Punch priority, Draco Jet priority. Draco Jet is very nice because it is stab. Sucker Punch is also nice because I will get back to that as well. So the first set, I was struggling whether I would split it into two different sets. Like I could make physical set like a not darkness set or like a specific darkness set, but I just decided to just merge them into one because there was so much overlap anyway, and it wasn't really worth splitting them. And I had came up with the second set anyway. Basically, this is I think the best sets. Like these are just like two sets in one, but also not really. I'll just go over the main physical set first, and then and I'll go for the darkness set after it. But like, the move options are generally speaking the same. It's not much just better for one set and worse for the other set. So yeah, the normal set you run Stone Edge is pretty standard. It's gonna miss, but it's also gonna do the most damage, and like Rock Slide just does not hit the numbers as much as you want it to. A Dragon Claw Outrage, it would have been nice to think of Dragon Rush for reasons I will say later, but Dragon Claw is like fine. Outrage is a lot stronger, but it does lock you in and confuse you after a few turns. Setup in Home Claws and Sword Stance. Also like Rock Polish for boost your speed. Gets Earthquake, hits Steel types, hits what else does Rock not deal with well? It hits electric types, it hits fire types, doesn't really matter. Hits what else is this? It's Rock itself. Is that it? With everything ground hits? I don't know. About that. Draco Jet's priority knockoff removes items. Play rough, good move, hits like fighting types, hits dark types, hits dragon types. Although, yeah, it depends on whether you want to lock into Outrage, but Dragon Claw does do more. But play rough is more like coverage, like it can be chosen over like the Dragon Stab. Iron has its fairies, that's really it. Thunder Punch, Water types, Fire Punch deals with Steel types, deals with Grass types, and Bug types, but Bug types aren't as much of a problem. Superpower deals with Steel types as well, deals with Rock types, deals with normal types. Also Low Kick for the same purposes, but like only for heavy things. Sucker Punch priority. Darkness Lariat, I'll get to that also as well. Acrobatics, like Darkness Lariat is like knockoff, but like weaker, but it does have like the tech of not caring about stat boosts, kind of. And like, okay, let's get it. I'll specify the regular set, like the sturdy set. The idea I have, like the best sturdy set I can like reasonably come up with, that actually take advantage of the sturdy, because otherwise, like I think, like sturdy is the best ability if you don't have a way to abuse Shadow Dance. But if you want to abuse sturdy, like I think like a weakness policy set, a sturdy weakness policy with its 6 weaknesses is like really good. I think click Sword Dance with weakness policy, and then you just click button. Or like Rock Polish with weakness policy, and then you just click the buttons. Click Stone Edge, click Outrage, Earthquake. You just do a lot of damage to everything. That's why I have Acrobatics there too, because if you have your weakness policy triggered, then you don't have an item anymore, which means Acrobatics is base 110 flying move, which is really good, with no drawback at all. You can run Reversal as well. This thing gets Reversal. I didn't put it on here because I realized it's too late and I was too lazy to put it on here, but it does get a Reversal as well, which is really, it's like base 200 at like 1 HP, which is insanely strong. And this thing is frail as frick, so it's gonna get to 1 HP anyway, so it doesn't really matter, because you do with the sturdy. So yeah, that's basically the idea, and you just run whatever coverage you need to just demolish the opponent. With 1 HP Electivire, you can run Draco Jet to counteract priority, you can run whatever the hell you want to run, run Sucker Punch to go around priority, you can run whatever. Curse I put on there like if you want to run curse, like body press curse, like and kind of a combination of really. Like you do have the ability to like curse roost, like your fist def is kind of low, so you can boost your fist def. Your speed def, you can run like invest in speed def, run very little fist def, but like boost fist def anyway with curse, and like kind of become like hard to kill, but like is it really worth it with 6 weaknesses? I'm not sure. I'm convinced that's a good set, but maybe, maybe. Rocks, spikes, taunt, just general coverage. If you want to run rocks, if you want to run spikes, taunt is always good. Roost for recovery, always good to have. Um, but the more like interesting set and probably the best set that this thing can possibly run is the darkness set, which is also kind of why I'm upset this thing doesn't get Dragon Rush, because that thing would be really good with Dragon Rush. Because basically the darkness set is Horn Claws, Stone Edge, because Horn Claws boost your attack and accuracy, but it doubles it in New Moon. Like it boosts it by 2 stages in Darkness New Moon. So you have 100% accurate Stone Edges, and if you had Dragon Rush, it would also be 100% accurate Dragon Rushes, which would have been really nice to have. Unfortunately, you don't. But oh well. It has to do with Dragon Claws as Outrage. It's still fine, but it's not not as good as you would have liked it to be. Knockoff is boosted in Darkness. Play Rough is weakened in Darkness, so Play Rough is not really an option in Darkness. So that's unfortunate, but you do have boosted knockoffs, which would basically become a stab, which is really strong as well. And your fairy weakness is lowered. It's really strong. It's a really strong set. Like if you pair that with weakness policy and then like click Source Sense as well, then like honestly game's over. Like if you don't die after one super effective hit somehow, like this thing is a monster. It outspeeds everything. It beats everything down because it's way too strong. Yeah, it's just insanely powerful. The big problem with it though is you are weak to like Bullet Punch, Mach Punch, Ice Shard. What are your weaknesses? Is there any other priority for your weaknesses? Draco Jet. There's no ground priority. There's no fairy priority. I don't think. I'm pretty sure there isn't. Like Pixelate Quick Attack. That's not really a thing. Someone's gonna say it's a thing, but it's not a thing. So yeah, you are weak to 4 priority moves, which are gonna be annoying. Like all of them are physical, so not gonna take them very well. But yeah, it's still really fast, really strong. Especially Dragon Draco Jet. You just Draco Jet before they Draco Jet and kill them instead, because you're gonna be doubled in speed. So yeah, this thing has a lot of potential in Darkness. It has viability outside of Darkness. It can set up rocks. It can set up spikes. Like it can do a lot of things. Like this thing is a scary mon, honestly. Like, if I had to prep against this thing, I'd be scared. But the second set is a more of a, it's like, it has 95 special attack, I can't ignore that, but I also kinda can, because it's not great. 30, you can run this with Moon. In Moon, I just think the Home Class set is just significantly better, because it has like 100% accurate Stone Edges, and that's honestly a reason to do it. Like it's just so nice, like clicking it, knowing that you literally cannot miss it. That's really nice. You don't experience that very often. But yeah, Rock Polish, I think is like the best. That's 30 Rock Polish. Otherwise, I don't really see point around special. Or you just run special without Rock Polish. You just run like Roost, whatever. Ancient Roar. It's a base 80 special rock type move. That sound move goes through substitute, which is quite nice. It's the best you got, especially. I don't know if Power Gem is like the same base power. I think Power Gem is like the same base power. Doesn't really change anything compared to that. But I don't think it gets Power Gem. Draco Meteor is definitely the strongest move you get. Very strong Dragon type move. Fire Blast covers the Steel types. Covers the whatever. Covers and it really covers the steel types mainly. You don't really hit the steel types very hard. Also gets Focus Blast. I think Fire Blast doesn't miss as often. I think it's like 85% accurate instead of like 70, which is a big difference. So yeah, Fire Blast I run always over Focus Blast because it hits steel types just as well and it doesn't miss as often. Spikes, Rocks, Taunt, Roost. You can put that on any set really. And Dark Balls, its coverage. It could in New Moon be like stronger, like kind of stab, but like, it is whatever. You can also run like if you really want to run it, like be annoying. You can run like Rocks, Spikes, Roar, Roost, and be like really annoying, like a baby Skarm. Skarm, let's see, and instead of Skarmory, haha, get it. But yeah, basically this thing it's a threat in darkness. It's a threat with like 30 weakness policy, and it's a strong Pokemon honestly. And it's pretty strong, but you do have to watch out for like a lot of priority that is gonna screw you over more than you would expect it to. Like even if not that many things get Mach Punch, Ice Shard, Bullet Punch, Draco Jet like individually, like when you put them all together, there's still a lot of things that can deal with you reasonably well. So you definitely have to watch out for that. So next up is Ultimate Morar, which is also quite good. Like it's about as good as Electivire. They did a decent job balancing the two. It's fun to see that they're almost equally good, in my opinion. But yeah, see y'all then. Goodbye.